What's going on, guys? It's your boy Kev here, back with another Prize Picks video. Guys, we are going over the Monday night slate tonight, Monday Night Football, the Steelers versus the Bears. Guys, this is going to be short and sweet, but I'll give you my little synopsis as I always do. Guys, if you're new to the channel or new to Prize Picks is essentially a daily fantasy sports betting platform where instead of just picking players as usual, you pick the overs and unders on point projections of players or single stats of players, and you pair that 2, 3, 4, 5 times, kind of like a parlay. And you can do it with different sports as well. You know, I can mix it up and throw Justin Fields in over 174.5 passing yards, pair it with go over to tennis and go to Sandgren at 9.5 aces. That's a weird stat line. I've never done tennis, but interesting. I didn't know that aces would be a single stat line. Weird. Fun fact of the day, though, I did play tennis, was a 4-year starter and a captain, weird as it may seem. So, you know, humble brag there, humble brag. But, yeah, guys, if you are new to Prize Picks, please use code DGF to qualify you for that promo they're running, where if you match whatever you match, they'll or whatever you deposit rather, they'll match up to 100%, up to 100. Or let's try this again. Pretend I'm not an idiot and still living in my glory days of tennis. Whatever you deposit, they will match 100% of up to $100. Make sense? Cool. Pretend I'm not stupid for like 2 seconds here. But yeah, so it's pretty cool, and all you got to do is use code DGF, and it really helps us out, really supports the channel. So thank you, guys. We see every time you do, and we are very appreciative of that. But yeah, anyway, let's get right into this, guys. It's going to be short and sweet. I don't think anybody's super excited about this matchup, especially, you know, if you're not a Steelers or a Bears fan. It's going to be a snooze fest. I think we know that. I mean, the Steelers have just not looked awesome this year. The Bears have looked absolutely atrocious, especially on offense. I did keep a stat metric up here because I just want you guys to see the Bears are the worst passing offense in the NFL right now, and it's not even fucking close. I mean, the Saints are number 2 at 191 yards per game. The Bears are averaging 127 passing yards per game. That is absolutely disgusting. So if you want to go under on Justin Fields here for passing yards, I totally get that. Steelers have a pretty solid defense. I am going to go more so on the fantasy score side of things. I think Justin Fields scores under 14. I'm not going to overreact to his last performance. I know he got his legs going finally. We know the kid has wheels. We know that. I'm not saying the kid can't pass either, but just with that supporting cast, how that team's moving right now, the coaching, and just how he looks, I just don't think he clears 14. I'm not going to overreact to a very good performance last week, but again, it was all leg work, but I mean, doesn't matter if we're talking about his fantasy score. But if you think that his legs are great and he still can't get the passing going, then maybe go under on 174.5. I will say, though, I think he's had 175 yards or 174 yards like twice, and then he's cleared it to like 200 once. So it is fairly accurate, despite having such a shitty pass attack from the Chicago Bears. The only other person I'm really looking at in terms of consistency and who's playing well, I mean, Najee Harris is doing awesome. He's more of a pass catching back. If you want to attack something on him or his fantasy score, he's super consistent at 20 points. But I also like Deontay Johnson. Still no juju. He's been absolutely lights out. He's averaging 18 points a game. Bears have actually a pretty middle of the road passing defense this year, which is not something we're used to seeing for the Bears. We know that with their offense being so bad, the Steelers are going to be on the field a lot, and the Steelers. I haven't checked in a while, but there was a point where they were the team throwing the ball the most in the NFL. It's as funny as it may seem, and who's eating those targets more than, Najee Harris and Deontay Johnson? Nobody at all. I mean, those two are the only 1 and 2 options on that team. Next, Claypool gets a little action. Freiermuth gets, probably the 4th, but it's just, it's very dependent on Najee Harris and Deontay Johnson right now to get the job done. So I like both of them. I can guarantee probably one of them clears, if not both. Anything else on here I'm not loving too much. There's Freiermuth. I mean, I love Helen Robinson's talent. I just don't know if this is the right team for him right now. It's crazy to think that we're talking about 9 points, especially for someone who's such a PPR monster and consistent. This is a guy who caught almost 100 balls, a year or two ago. It's crazy. It's crazy we're talking about him in that light now. But yeah, it's a very, like I said, guys, low-octane game. I really wouldn't attack the overs of anybody unless it's Najee Harris or Deontay Johnson, because those are the ones playing at a consistently high level right now in this entire game, offensively at least. And then I'll probably go under on Justin Fields. So that's going to do it, guys. If you did enjoy the video, please like, subscribe, and smash that notification bell. I said it was going to be quick and short and sweet. Like I said, not too much juice in this one. There's not a lot of great picks here. But, take what you will, and thank you guys for tuning in. As always, let's cash.